Welcome to our basic reformer on the mat. We start first with footwork. Curl the head and shoulders up, place the hands behind your neck, and bend the knees into the chest. Extend the legs forward away from you and resist as you bend the legs back in at the hip. We have the feet in a V position, and when the knees are bent, the knees are as wide as your shoulders. Scoop the abdominals in and up as the legs move, working to keep the feet on a level plane to the floor. After 10, we move to arches. Wrap your feet around as though they were around a bar. The legs are together in this exercise. Scoop the abdominals in and up to stabilize your torso as the legs move from your hips. After 10 repetitions of arches, we go to heels. Flex the feet strongly at the ankle. Pull the toes back to the knees. Keep working the feet on an even, level surface, reaching them forward and back as though they were on a bar, just like we would on the reformer. After 10 repetitions of heels, we keep the legs long and straight and move into tendon stretch, flexing and pointing the feet at the ankle. Keep the legs stretched away from you, scooping the abdominals into support. As you reach through the feet, flexing and pointing, allow the legs to move up and down for variety or keep them long for challenge. For the 100, stretch the arms and legs forward and vigorously pump your arms, breathing in for 5 counts, breathing out for 5 counts. We do this for 10 breaths total. Draw the abdominals in and up as the legs stretch long away from you. Keep the strength of your legs in your hips, the strength of your arms in your back. Keep pumping the arms vigorously for all 10 breaths. After 10, we go into circles and frogs. The head can be up or down. The hands are under the hips for support. Stretch your legs up to the ceiling, open as wide as the mat, circle the legs around to 45 and back up. The legs move smoothly from the hips. The spine stays strong and stable to the mat. After 5 or 6 in one direction, reverse. Keep the legs moving long from the hips. And for frog, the legs move similar to footwork. Feet in a V, knees shoulder width apart when they're bent. Scoop into the abdominals as the legs continue to move from the hips. For stomach massage, we rock up to sit. Curl the hips under even more and bring your hands forward. The feet move in the same footwork position, knees shoulder width apart. Stretch the legs and add the flex and point of the feet when the legs are straight. Keep the back round as you move through these exercises, and then we move into more of a tall back position when the arms go behind. Open the upper back, lift the chest, the legs continue to move in the same way. As you reach the arms forward now for the full reach position, the legs extend without the flex of the feet. Scoop the abdominals in and up as the legs move, challenging your upper body support. On your last one, lower and transition into what we call short box. The feet are as wide as your hips. Take your arms around your waist and round back to the mat. Roll evenly through your spine on the way down and evenly through your spine on the way up. Work with control as you breathe out, curling up. Inhale at the top, exhale, curl back. The feet stay flexed throughout and press to the mat to support. For tall, your hands are behind the neck. Lengthen your spine and hinge back. Keep your back as straight as possible. Press your head into your hands and lengthen each time you move. Press the heels into the mat and reach the arms up as we move into side to side. Stretch up on a high diagonal to the right and then the left. The hips stay anchored to the mat as the body moves. Bring your hands behind the neck. We move into twist. Rotate around your waist, lengthening the spine as you move. The hips stay still. The rotation is in the spine. As we move into tree, the legs come together, then one knee to chest. Lift and lengthen your leg 3 times up to limber. On your last one, climb to your ankle and rock back. You fix the leg that's in the air as you climb down, lowering your body and lifting your body. Pull the abdominals back to bring the body to the mat. Use the abdominals to resist as you pull and climb back up your leg. After 3, we switch sides. The leg that's on the mat, press through the heel to keep the leg strong. The leg that's in the air, work to keep it still, planting your tree. Scoop into the abdominals to lower. Scoop, resist as you come up. Work to stretch the lower back. After 3 repetitions, we transition into what we call elephant. This exercise is done standing, hands on the mat, pressed flat, feet flat, toes up. Round your spine as you walk forward towards your hands. The legs stay straight. Work to stretch and round your back as you move. Press into the palms, press into the heels. All 10 toes stay up throughout. On your last one, come back to the mat lying down and set up for running. The hands are behind the neck and stretch the legs out. Bring the big toe knuckles together and flex and point your feet around that point of your foot as though your feet were on a bar. Stretch through the heels, pointing and flexing the feet. On your last one, place the feet down on the mat, hip socket width apart, arms pressed down, flat on the mat. With your heels under your knees, evenly roll your back up and back into the mat for pelvic lift. Curl through the spine one bone at a time. Pull the heels underneath you, press the arms into the mat from the palm to the shoulder. Allow your breathing to cool down and slow down. Finishing this up, lie all the way flat into the mat. Body-mind balance, instruction in classical Pilates and the gyrotonic method.